Hello guys, welcome to Let's Talk Radiography with me. So today I've decided to talk about Cath lab, right? So you guys have been asking about it, wanting to know about it. And yeah, I was like, you know what, let me ask this friend of mine, this former colleague of mine. So she explained it so nicely. So what happened is with me, I only got to go there to Cath lab. I only got to go and observe when I was a student. What what is this? 8 years ago, and I only went 2 days. But what I liked about it is that it's like theater. It's basically like theater. It's basically like screening, like fluoroscopy, right? But what I like is that you don't have to move the machine. That heavy machine, you don't have to move. Just automatically. You move just the manual, just the, what is this? The console, right? So I was like, yeah, this is nice, right? Yeah, I'm gonna play a voice note from my friend and just listen, guys. So what she said is basically you don't need a certificate. Yeah, so you only need training from a company. So yeah.
The thing is about Cath Lab is just an extension of basically, should I say, theater, right? So Cath Lab doesn't have any certificate. You can't go to a varsity to study it. Literally, the people from the company where you install the Cath Lab, they come and they teach you. So it's basically a whole community once you get into it, because once you start doing cath lab, there's different types of cath lab intervention that you can do. There's your cardiac, there's pediatric cardiac, there is your vascular, right? And then there is also for your brain. So those are the type of cath lab procedures that they can do in the lab. And then you get different types of um cath lab C arms. You get a dual or you get a mono C arm, you know. But eventually, the whole purpose of cath lab is basically to do interventional and diagnostic work. So what happens is sometimes not all patients get CT scans. They go and see a cardiologist because they are referred to their home doctor, to the cardiologist. I'm just making an example. From the cardiologist has his or her own team where they have the clinical technologist that ends up doing the ECGs. They do um, the halters. Basically, they do a whole workup of the heart. Depending on what they find there, that's when they're like, okay, we're going to the lab. So then probably the patient, they found that some irregular rhythm or heartbeat during rest or during exercise. So fine, then they take the patient to the lab, and then at the lab, that's where the doctor basically does an x-ray to see the vessels of the heart. Remember, the vessels of the heart are outside the heart, they're not inside, right? So that's where they'll check that all your main vessels, the main vessels. So you have two main vessels. You have your left main, and then you have your RCA, and they branch into different things as well. Um, that's where they end up diagnosing, and then from the diagnosis, they can do intervention if there is maybe a break in one of the vessels, which can cause people to get heart attacks, or if they have like a brain aneurysm and they want to do the clippings in the head, or vascular, if they have an occlusion in one of the vessels, that's when cath lab comes into place. So cath lab is not something that you can go study for. When you're a diagnostic radiographer, it's already included in your syllabus or in your calibra. It's just an extension. It's basically an extension of theater. You're basically doing theater in a deeper manner, or you concentrating on one organ in theater. That's about it.
Kore, where I was working, they decided to have a cath lab after I have left. Why are they installing things just whenever I leave? There's something that is being installed. So yeah, when I was there was no cath lab, and now I left. Then they installed cath lab. But that is nice. Hopefully one day I'll get to have training on that. Hopefully, I can't wait. Then I'm gonna post the link that she gave me and go through that link, guys. Whatever you want to know, it's there. I'm also gonna put it on my video, those specifications, those requirements, those responsibilities and stuff. So it's a nice thing. It's a nice thing. If you love theater, that is for you. If you don't wanna move heavy machines, but you like that, whole thing of being in a theater life, it's for you. Thank you and bye.